It's time for more adventures with Geraldo. It's been a couple of days. I was really tired when we last left off, so I can barely remember. It was all a big haze, but I think...
Finding me proved no simple task.
I'm sure it didn't, but I think that we need to do a bunch of jobs for Zoltan and for so Dandelion. He wants to set up a cabaret club and needs me to talk to someone that he was shitty to in the past about it. And Zoltan is in massive debt, and his grand plan is to pay for it by stealing Hearthstone cards and selling them on. So it's all pretty terrible, and I haven't even done these quests, but I can already tell you that I would prefer the game if they weren't in the game, because just the very concept of them is bad. But I'm here, and we've got to get it done. People are coughing in my face. I do not appreciate it. I'd say I have. I mean, Gerald's hair is looking pretty good, actually. Like, you don't get a bounce like that without taking good care of it.
Ah, you're here. How'd you make out with Ravi?
Haven't been to the Sturgeon yet.
Fine, fine. Ravi's not going anywhere. Let's clean out Caesar Bilzen first. We'll do this. I'll chat him up while you sneak upstairs and search his cabinet of curiosities. Certainly keeps the card there.
Can't we just buy the card off him? Doesn't that sound simpler?
If I had a coin to spare, I'd sod off to Provis. Besides, Caesar'd never sell Fringilla. Don't you
What
worry.
Zoltan's doing just seems
won't
like
lose out on the
incredibly illegal.
Got a bottle of Mahakaman spirit for him. A taste of the motherland's finest is worth more to an expatriate than some silly card.
Thought you said Caesar doesn't drink.
No, I said it's hard to have a drink with him on account of his rarely leaving home. Also why he's like to get pished as a priestess real quick. 3 rounds and you could walk out with everything in that cabinet while singing the 3 maids of Vicovaro at the top of your lungs.
So what's in this cabinet?
Ah, no man knows. You'll be the first to see it. I suspect it's either to do with buggery or metallurgy. But you can tell me once we're done. Let's go.
Why, if he's going to go to the trouble of stealing things, does he not just steal money?
Shivi! Caesar Bilzen. Remember our quarrel about who's king of the Ponta?
The Pike's king of the Ponta.
Well, see, I've come to convince you it's the catfish. And I do not come empty-handed.
Who's he?
Well, him! Oh, that's Geralt.
Does Geralt fish?
I probably could fish.
Yeah. Cast an earthworm the other day. Caught this huge perch.
In the Ponta?
You betcha!
Can't listen to this hogwash sober. Come in!
If Witcher 3 had a fishing
So
option,
what's Xander's
I'd be all up
honey
in there.
writers if they taste like shite and soapy water?
That's 'cause you're about as good a cook as a goat's arse is a clarinet. Just recently, I took some fresh time.
And it tasted like time-flavoured shite.
Shut it. So, recently, I took this time.
Geralt, care to chime in? How's Xander taste to you?
Happen to like Xander.
'Cause you're a witcher. When you shoving them potions, shit's a delicacy to use.
A witcher? Never mentioned he was a witcher.
Well,
Should it not be
did you
obvious?
hear Vibo Matilda last cast a pea and caught a young pike?
Ah, cocksuckers lying like always. Haunter Pike ain't so dim-witted to go after his rotten peas. You need live bait. Or night crawlers, though the pike aren't as eager. Don't know why. Once, dug up a crawly so fat and lovely I started drooling. Would have eaten it myself.
I'm not so sure. Geralt, what do you and your pals use up at Kaer Morhen?
Bombs.
How's that?
Belthan, heard many jests lately. Though, true enough, that one wasn't very funny. Geralt, go fetch us another bottle.
Right. Can see the bottom of this one.
Let's do some thievering.
So, when are we gonna go
Steal
on
money.
woodland for
Well,
catfish?
steal valuables
Done fishing with you.
from this innocent
Yeah, what
gent.
happened last time?
I think we've read this one. Yep. We've definitely read that one.
Knife looks like it's attached to the tabletop. Drawer is open. Triangular hole in the wall. Interesting. Fits perfectly. Secret door behind a bookcase.
It's a good thing these
Classic.
secret doors are silent. And they didn't hear that scraping bookcase.
Dining set from which Emperor Emir ate during his coronation ceremony. Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Shame I can't ask Triss about it. Ah, here's Fringilla. Rope with which Stefan Skellen was hanged. Joachim de Ved's skull. Pretty grim curiosity.
Tasty.
Dining set from which Emperor Emir
Heard it.
ate during his
Don't care.
coronation ceremony. Full armor of the 7th Dareland Brigade. Excellent condition.
I'd still cut through it, no problem.
Portrait of Emperor Emir. Tempera on wood. Pretty flattering, I'd say.
I doubt people draw unflattering portraits. Especially not of emperors. That'd be a good way to get yourself executed.
Hot Snow White's cherry. Fuck, sure, plain.
Zoltan, time we were on our way.
I suppose so. It's grown late.
Wait now. Leaving already? Where's that bottle you went to fetch?
Greetings, Belzen.
Oh,
We've a message for you from the boss.
Message? What kind of message?
Mr. Cleaver's
not a good
very
one,
unhappy.
obviously.
Now, just a minute. If any discrepancies have cropped up in the books, I can explain everything.
Too late. Grab him. And you two, get lost.
That'd be so mean. That is a mean dialogue option. I know I said I'm going to play a cynical bastard, but that's just mean.
Leave him alone.
Cleaver will pay extra for killing the Witcher.
No, you won't. Me and Cleaver are good pals.
Well, up to it, lads. Haven't you got all day?
Me and Cleaver hang out all the time. Do you want to get a sword out, Geralt?
Thanks. Oh, how will I ever explain this to Cleaver?
I'd recommend a letter.
Right. Got a pack.
Good luck then. Farewell.
You've a soft heart after all, Geralt. Oh, by the by, splendid job with that last one. Blood splatter nearly hit the ceiling.
Nearly.
Looked through Caesar's cabinet upstairs.
And?
No wonder he wasn't eager to show it off. Nilfgaardian armor, a portrait of Emir, Joachim de Vet's skull, Vatier de Rideau's dagger, the rope they hanged Skellen with.
Oh, shite. Disgusting fellow. To think I shook hands with him. But did you happen to take the rope? I know a few would pay a tidy sum for it. Some go in for that sort of thing.
No.
If you say so.
Also found a figurine. Nilfgaardian soldier. Magic spell on it of some sort, but I can't tell what kind.
Triss ought to know.
She's gone.
Triss is no longer around. Natalis card. Only one missing now. High time we saw Ravi.
Go. I should contact the buyer. Agree on a place to make the transaction. See you, Geralt.
He's got swords in him.
Bye.
Picks his teeth with an axe. Arians.
What a series of events that was. Now to go experience more. Oh,
You're right. Now, with the war on, you're daft. Any man will tell you that.
what's going on here?
Witcher? Oh, hear about the notice by chance?
Didn't see a notice, but yes.
Not quite, but what's it about? I hear right you're going on some voyage, need a companion.
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Letta I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, well, ambitious.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war, that one and the next, but I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. For if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone, need a strong shoulder to lean on. The Witcher's shoulders as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
I can really agree to just go across the entire sea. Alright then.
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
Alright, so I've got something to be getting on with in Skellige when I eventually get there. Oh dear.
Hair's breadth. Those Skellige barbarians would have had us. Huh?
Ram, time and again.
Ah.
I'll kill for some fun.
Sorry, seaman. I thought you were someone else, but it turns out the person I seek is within the bowels of this edifice.
How about that? It's the flea-ridden mutant. Join us, please. Ravi loves company.
I do not have fleas.
Look how happy he is to see us. You happy, Ravi?
It's the noise I make when I'm
Sure, he'd be
happy.
happier if you stopped digging the point of that dagger in his back.
Oh, you're just saying that because you don't know the situation. Our mutual friend Ravi was just about to play for his life, and
Oh, you got the card. What else do you want?
if you'd just given it up instead of trying
God.
to cheat us, we'd be out of your hair already.
This really is like Pokemon
As
cards.
it is, that's all your fingers back.
Oh, hey, sweetness. They were good.
Seems the Witcher will have to pay
They were
for
flavorful,
it. Sound good?
but they were messy. So messy.
See, Ravi's on board. What do you say we add some spice to the game? Raise the stakes. Ravi's life and the Natalis card. Fancy that?
I've got plenty of leftovers. I'll make some corn biscuits to go with them tomorrow.
Agreed.
And here I thought you'd be no fun at all. Let's play, let's play!
Alright, so I've got to win. Or this guy's going to die or something like that. So, better have a look at what my deck is. Scoia'tael. Hey! I can be a Scoia'tael now if I want to. What's Scoia'tael leader do? Pick a Biting Frost card and play it instantly? Doubles the strength of all ranged combat units. Interesting, interesting. So, Horn, Frost, Decoy, Clearweather. Let's actually see what I've got in my Scoia'tael deck. If I may. There we go. So we've got plenty of infantry. I like how some of the Scoia'tael units can be both. That's interesting. Agile, can be placed in either close combat or range. Cannot be moved. Okay, cool. Find any cards with the same name and play them instantly. Because that'll be good once I start getting a much bigger collection. Right now, that effect doesn't really do anything. Yeah, right now there's no reason to play the Scoia'tael deck, because I don't seem to have the things that actually make that worth. What does Dandelion do? Ah, Dandelion himself is a Commander's Horn. Well, in that case, I might as well. Let me just go back to my Northern Realms. Can I have a Dandelion in the Northern Realms? Yes, I can. So we'll get Dandy in there. And take one of the horns out. Let's go. This is my ultimate deck. Of course, Dandy can be killed, so he's not a one-to-one copy. He's not just a better Commander's Horn. He is a Commander's Horn with a strength of, I guess, 4 by default, after using the ability that he himself has, but he's vulnerable to Scorch. Anyway, Biting Frost, Clearweather, Horn, Blue Stripes, Kira. This is a pretty good hand, actually. Kira's the weak link, so we'll get rid of her. There we go, 2 of the Wombo combos. God, I'm tempted to get rid of Esterard because he cannot be powered up in any way, but he's probably still more powerful than any infantry. But if I can get, if I can replace him with like a good, you know, siege. But then again, what are the chances of that? I'll probably just end up with like Kira again. Oh wait, do I like legit have to choose a card to redraw? There's no way to just be happy with your hand. Fine. It's not great. The hell am I doing? Now, if he just passed, that'd be bad for me, but he didn't. Oh, nice. TBH, I'm just kind of glad you got that out of the way. Now I'm going to pass. So I have a card disadvantage, and I have to win twice, whereas he only has to win once. It's not looking great for me. Should have gotten rid of some of my tech cards. I think I'm being too techy. Give up for some reason. Oh shit, he did. Hope I get a really nice card. Oh, it's Dandaloo, but all he can do is improve himself. I'll drop Dandaloo first, bait any kind of scorches you might still have. Oh, and he doesn't affect himself, it would seem, so he's only 2 strength. It's a good thing to know about Dandaloo. So with a horn, I can get a fair bit of power out of these few cards. That's okay, I've got the clear weather. Maybe I'm not being too techy after all. Okay, even though I intend to clear weather, if his final card is another fog, like, I'm screwed. So, even though I'm going to get rid of my own Biting Frost, it'll still be better for me numerically if this ends up being... There you go! I mean, it wasn't another fog, it was a frost, but I still win.
Yes! Curb your enthusiasm, mate, and sit still or you'll hurt yourself. But he won! So, now we'll play something else. Gonna gut you, tree.
Gonna play murder! Ow! You're being very rude.
Take him from the back!
Salted.
Thanks. Don't know how I'll repay you.
Give me the Hearthstone
This
card.
card will do just fine.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you prefer some other? Got a whole array you might like.
I'm in a hurry.
Give me your shiny
The
Butterfree.
Natalis card, of course. Here.
Which is what I distinctly remember someone being stabbed for in Grimsby. Oh. What a disgusting sound effect. What am I looting? I thought I'd... Who died? Ah, it's... Ooh, a meteorite ingot. Oh, Jesus, like, this inn, I now want to loot it, because there's good stuff. But people are legit vomiting all around me, and it sounds gross with headphones. A broken rake. Just what I needed. Right into my open mouth. Thank you so much.
That's a rat for sure.
Shan't enlist again.
Oh, you make a fine sailor.
Saving the game.
Oh!
I just can't escape this gross coughing. It's everywhere.
Another drifter into Tiberium.
How have I already been playing for half an hour? It feels like all I've done is play one match of Hearthstone. Hey, Zolty.
Zoltan,
Geralt!
Got the cards.
got the card, Zoltan.
Ha! Seems we'll make it before the king of beggars buggers can get me. Come on. I arranged to meet the buyer at an old brewery. He'll be delighted to see we've got all the cards.
Still need to play you at Gwent at some point. Now,
The exchange. We should do it right quick.
I'm going to assume there's going to be
Afraid
some
your
kind of
client
plot
might change
twist
his mind.
that means I get to keep the
I'm
cards.
more likely to. Had so many buyers for these cards, I felt like the belle of the ball.
So the buyer, who is he?
A friend of a friend. Don't know much about him, but he's of Duke Silk, no doubt about that. You know me, Geralt. I'm not prejudiced against anyone, long as they pay.
I need to follow you, Zolty.
Oh, I can't wait to get the king of beggars out of my beer.
I'm good friends with all these people. I could just, like, talk to them.
Ah, at last.
Plot
fear
twist,
the
I get to
body's
keep
gone
cards.
cold.
What is this?
Your would-be buyer handed us his coin and departed, more or less in that order. Now, the cards, please.
This
I
is so
trust
Pokemon
obtaining
cards.
them wasn't too troublesome.
Try it and find out.
You wish me to try? I'm not as foolish as Earl. You ought to know that by now. Get to work, boys.
It's actually
The dwarf I wish
stretching,
to have alive. I
but
must
it's
have
breaking suspension of disbelief.
Doing it.
How many people are dying for these
Bastards
cards?
getting away with my coin. Damn it. With our coin. Chase
Maybe
the
in
horse
today's
then.
day and age
I'll
there'd be a
tend to the
massive
others.
murdering over like Magic the Gathering cards. But back in medieval Poland, they had other things to kill each other for, surely. Like trout. Okay. I want the Hangman's Oil. It's that one. Hangman's Venom, whatever. And since there's a lot of people, I will absolutely treat myself. Fuck. Right. Itch the face and burn, burn, burn! That was too easy.
Go on, Geralt. After him. I'd only slow you down.
Well, you know what really slows me down? Loot. Now that that's over with, let's see where this Duke is. He's not going to have a good time evading me if he's going to the top of a building.
awful not to look those out.
Can't get away, Duke. Might as well stop.
I feel for that guard. It's probably like horrible. Horrible, horrible man. Did you go up there really quickly? No, you've gone down. What? Yeah. But yeah, just by law of averages, he's probably a horrible person, but losing teeth must suck. Especially, you know, in these times where I'm sure there's not particularly great, you know, replacements out on the market. Duke knew the one thing that would help him evade me. The call of Looty. Oh! Also, why isn't Duke being swarmed by drowners? No, Geralt, no! Was that Duke?
Leave me.
Ah, I was about to praise you.
Sliving drowners.
He's faking it.
You could use a witcher.
Ha ha. Highly amusing. If I give you the coin, will you leave me be?
No. Rather make sure this was our last meeting.
Nice.
So, you get him? You get the coin?
Yes.
And what about Duke? Finish him off?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's grand. Well, Geralt, what's your preference? Coin or cards? I'd never have managed without you, so you choose.
Well,
If you want gold? It's not a problem. I'll find another buyer for these cards in a flash.
I've got to catch them all. You're such a murder boy in this game.
Kinda curious how the cards might serve me.
Excellent.
What can I
I'll take the coin for the
say?
King of Beggars right away. Surprise the prick.
Good luck, Zoltan.
Thanks, Geralt. And remember, the catfish is the king of the Pontar.
Just, I don't know, I'm...
Which murdering folk at Newport best not cause any trouble at the end of that. Vile times when
I've got the taste for blood nowadays. The days the full Paragon Shepherd are gone, and those days are never coming back. For God's sake, I wasn't even planning to murder people right now. Alright, okay, alright. There we go. Well, let this be a lesson. Don't stop using Quen, even when you think you outlevel your opponents. Just don't do it. Just play the game properly. Don't get cocky. How far back am I? How far back? Ah, good, not that far back at all. And also, I am not doing Destination Skellige. That is not the point. Let's continue with this cabaret nonsense. I guess he was a murder boy by himself, so it's fair. Yeah, no, that is, that's my thinking, you know? Like, this person is clearly happy to kill others, so by killing him, fewer people will be killed overall in the world. Maybe the people he would go on to kill are also murder people, so maybe by killing him, more people are going to be killed overall? But, you know, eventually, you know, you can just drive yourself mad trying to plan so many steps in the future, and you've just got to stop thinking and start sinking daggers into enemy flesh. Irina, are you the one? Are you the one?
Ah, so good to see you.
You and Dudu know each other well?
Yes, though he's never told me much about himself. He was a merchant once?
Mm-hmm. Dudu always had a penchant for enterprise. Probably too honest to succeed in Novigrad, though.
Precisely. I've told him countless times that no matter how many times he changes his appearance, the good in him will always emerge. Bloodthirsty tyrants and vicious assassins. He played them so poorly. That must be why. Whereas he always made for an excellent trusted servant or ghost of the old king.
I have no idea what's going on. Are you in a play? I was in a play. Sorry, I know you haven't caught up with my VODs. But yeah, to find Dudu, this changeling who had something to do with Ciri, we had to lure him out of hiding. And Dudu, he is a connoisseur for the plays. He likes to watch a good production. So we had... what's even her name? Priscilla, the one who was described as basically the female equivalent of Dandelion. We had Priscilla write a play about a witcher saving a changeling, basically. We laid it on as thick as possible and made it really obvious. And we staged that play, and then Dudu met us after the fact. We were like, we need you to pretend to be Dandelion's jailer so we can sort that all out. And we sorted that all out. And now Dandelion's problem is Priscilla's not happy with the brothel he currently owns. She thinks it's in some way uncouth. So he wants to set up a cabaret club instead. And he needs our help. And this is important. I know we need to find Ciri. There's some clear end-of-the-world stuff going on there. Not to mention the fact that, you know, she's like a daughter to Geralt, so she's priority number one. But no. We need to sort this cabaret club for Dandelion. We need to.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
My. Whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Voila.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
Did you see those poor wretches who fled Velen?
Let us live, eh?
Oh, for God. Just get me out of here.
No! Want a hug?
Like, you say that, but you do literally prioritize quests in order of least importance to the plot. Look! That is not my fault. That is video games' fault, because we all know that if I do most important first, the game will just end. And then I can't do everything else. Like, I know that, you know, with Skyrim, I could, you know, sort Alduin out straight away and then do everything else, but Skyrim is, you know... Bethesda games in general are unique in the way that they just sort of don't end. Most games end. So, gotta cram everything in there. The game should save me from myself and not have all this bullshit in it, really.
Ah, finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Good old manipulation.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none.
I bet that's not true.
Written your lines already.
I bet there are so many scenarios in which
so you know what to say during the performance. Here.
No plan is the
and
best
mask.
plan.
Put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But...
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
Why did I have to meet him after dusk and then meet someone else? Ugh.
Stop right there. Tremble, flaxen-haired wench, and bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel.
I think she's seeing through this.
And last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
More like the Crimson Asshole.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
Die, Dandelion!
I've been hit! Ow!
To the house, quickly! He shan't get us there! Eternal fire, what do you want from us? Leave us be!
I totally forgot that wasn't the
Will
plan.
soon run off. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't chance getting caught by the guards. Would he?
As soon as I saw Dandelion was attackable, just oof. The red mist descended and I just went to town. I leapt in there. I even forgot that was a fake sword I was holding. I would have just gladly sliced him in half. Or was it? Did he have the fake sword? Yeah, I think I was just straight up going to slice him in half there. That was my plan. That was my desire. What's that?
From Williams.
Nothing.
Miserable and hungry.
Hey, darling. He never given me nothing but floppy diddly.
Don't mind me, I've just come here to meditate. Alright, Dandy, how'd the plan go? It's payback for making you sit through all those loading
You're here
screens.
too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
Let's design his cabaret club.
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his choice as soon as we arrive. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the ladies
I don't know what boudoir is.
to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
Apparently, whatever boudoir is, it'd be a better fit for cabaret, so let's do it.
Boudoir seems like a better fit for cabaret. Just don't go overboard on stuffed upholstery.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Well, well. Guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. I'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
No. I walked in on him being hanged once.
Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night.
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
Turns out I have to go rescue him again. I just have to do the exact same quest chain twice. That's what it's going to be. I know he said eternal fire protects us, but I heard eternal farts of Texas. Look at that, my stamina regen is so good I actually regain it mid-air of a jump. What are you doing, Dandu?
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice!
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait! Do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter, and start looking.
Fine. Let's find the key.
I knew the old Witcher sense had come into it.
Find anything?
Not here.
Why would it just be in that part? Even without Witcher senses, that'd be a... Oh, there you go. Solved it. That was... Alright, come on, Geralt. You... Come on. Chop chop. What's the story here?
What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
Ask nicely, but you just wouldn't listen. And I'm not the kind to give second chances.
Stay out of this, freak.
This is gonna ingratiate Polly to me.
Gentlemen, please.
There it is. One word too many.
No regrets, not your stomping ground. Is he? Kill him.
He's good. Oh, shit. Ah. Fuck off. Into the streets we go. Ah. Out of the streets we go. No, back into the streets we go. Why is Geralt so bad at brawls? I thought witches were supposed to be strong.
Come on.
Go run! That was good, that was good. Come on!
That's it.
Parry is the way. There we go.
Sorry, dear. Geralt can get carried away at times and...
You know, maybe it's for the best. I felt no pity, no remorse as I watched you brawl. Can't help but think it means I've no actual feelings for Hubio.
Well, isn't that convenient for me?
Mad?
No. Grateful. I believe I needed a shock not unlike that one to understand that what I had with Hubio, well...
Its dialogue is so weird and clinical.
I'm ready to try something new. I'd gladly start by choreographing your review.
Excellent. Then I'll see you at the Rosemary and Thyme.
It has occurred to me that watching my fiancé being punched has made me realise that I quite liked seeing him be punched because he was abusive to me. And that is not good. So let me become your choreographer right now. I shall do nothing else at this home. Nothing needs to be sorted out here. Let's go.
We should get back to the Rosemary. Priscilla's probably worried.
I've still got to stop by Rotlick's. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, and Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
I feel like a lot of people are sneering shit at me. Like, when they wouldn't realistically do so. If I... Let's say that I'm just some random shithead on the streets of Novigrad. If I saw someone sprinting past me, clearly with something else on their mind, I wouldn't think to throw out some kind of witty barb, because there's no chance they'd even hear it. Ha! I come here, I extinguish your candle. What think you of this? God, he's not been murdered over a Gwent card, has he?
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine for the carcass is picked clean.
God, there's just so much drama today.
So bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
Take what you want. I'm just here for some placards.
You deaf? Didn't you hear me? This is all mine now. Fuck off, freak.
Gonna have to murder people. Wait, no, come on, Can I not get my sword out? You're just being silly now. I've got no problem killing El Banditos. Keep aiming for that guy and punching this guy instead. Just goes to show how bad you are. Whoop.
Come on.
Whoop. Ah. Dick. Fuck off. No! I was doing so well at first. And I believe I can again. Just gotta get you down. Alright.
Tell me what you want. There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle bud estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
This is turning into such a day.
That easy. Could have said so right away.
Do I have to keep that damage that I got, by the way? You gonna tell me, game? No, damage came back. Alright, I just punched the air. There's no reason to scream. Right. World map. Just go to Hierarch Square. Have a little bit of a travel. Actually, what's our inventory like? Ooh, our inventory's getting thick. We should sell while we're at Hierarch Square.
Look awfully suspicious to me, Scrap.
This city is so unfriendly. Everywhere I go, there's just hurtful comments. Hurtful comments or creepy comments. That's just all we've got. Right, I know the armor is somewhere here. Oh, it's over here, I think. I am not in any way uncouth. Alright, unnamed armorer.
Top-notch swords.
Oh, are they? That's fantastic. Ooh. Sure. Now, first of all, let's go to crafting. I want to see this this cat shit that I've got. Feline. Yeah. All parts present. So I get more armor, more attack power, less side intensity. That does not matter to me. So let's do it. Let's boot it up. So we've got the boots. Feline. Alright, what do we need here? Powdered monster tissue. I bet I can make some of that shit myself. Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. QSP. Nope. But if we go to dismantle, let's look at some of my gross monster stuff. Right. Start from like the bottom and go up because you know the rare stuff's going to be in the bottom. So, yep. Powder monster tissue. I just want the one for now. Yep. Chest armor. Feline armor. Boom. Gauntlets. Feline gauntlets. And we are missing nails. Something tells me I'm getting nails pretty quickly. Fact. Crafting component. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na na. No, can't make nails. Let's go to dismantle. Na 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 na. Na na. It's a haft. Looks like I won't be able to make my own nail, but maybe this kind armorer will sell some if not. This is not top-notch swords. Alright, shop. Baba Black Sheep, do you sell nails? Oh my god, what if he actually doesn't? What will I do with myself then? Oh, there they are. Thank God for that. 1 nails, please. We were on the gauntlets, weren't we? And finally, El Trousers. To which I need 1 hardened timber. Hardened timber! God, what a good day that was. Alright, I still have to make the swords, obviously, from the other blacksmith, because for some reason, even though this guy's greeting is top-notch swords, he has nothing to do with swords. First, let me just do my usual thing of seeing if there's anything good here to dismantle. Sapphire dust seems worth. Sapphire dust seems worth. Griffin steel sword.
So long.
What am I holding at the minute? Blunt sword? Get back in there! Jesus, that put a panic in my brain. I'm gonna save it now before I ruin everything.
Top-notch sword.
Show me your wares.
Show.
Dismantle, dismantle, dismantle. El Dismantlo. Right. Amethyst. Yep, take it. It's cost me a pretty penny, but it'll be worth it when I need this good shit, won't it? Alright, Dark Steel, despite the fact that it sounds cool, is not actually that rare. So you keep that, you keep that, you keep that, you keep that. Obviously, I'm not going to get rid of my feline armor. That would be weird. This is all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Shop, please buy this crap. Did I just sell a fucking piece of feline gear? Because it jumped over to... I think I literally just did. Alright. Back. Farewell.
So long.
Farewell. I need to listen to fucking old Dandelion for another second. For another hot second here. I just wanted to go down the weapon menu, but it automatically sort of goes over to the armor menu for no reason. For no reason.
My whereabouts. A cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard.
I just don't care. I just played it, Dandelion. I remember. This is why I've stopped reading like the character sheets from the monster sheets, because they just tell you things that you legit just learned about in the game. So it's, you know,
show me what you have.
An absolute waste of time. Literally telling you what you already know. Alright, let's try this again. I want to get rid of the amethyst. There's more to it than just the amethyst, right? Or suppose not. Alright, in that case, back to the shop. And let's do this properly. Buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Do not buy that. Nuh-uh-uh. You didn't say the magic word. Okay, so buy this, 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 this. Why do I only have... Oh, I don't. There are 4 things. There are 4 things there. I was getting so scared. I was like, did I just sell something again? But no, there's the 4 things right there. I'm going to sell some of these, because they all give, like, infused dust, so I'm going to keep some of them, just in case I ever need infused dust, but I don't need all of them. So... I guess I could have fixed them to my weapons, but they're just so shit so far, I just don't care. But yeah, I'll keep the greater ones. I'll keep the lesser ones for disenchanting. The greater ones to actually affix to my weapons. And the normal ones will be sell fodder. That's how I'll keep my life in order. Wah, wah, wah. Do these have carry weight to them? They do. Fair dues. Alright.
So long.
Oh, what a good day that was. Right. Inventory. Do well. Let's affix something to my weapons, actually, since I'm here. Right. I want to burn some people, that'd be good. Don't know if monsters typically have armor, and maybe I should have put the armor piercing on the steel and the burning on the silver, but I don't care. There you go. Let's get this hot armor. Alright. And also, sorry to waste just a little bit more time. Sorry to waste just that tiny bit more. I would like you to repair what I'm wearing while we're here. Thank you.
So long.
Right. Also, since I've just made most of the cat stuff, I want to go find the blacksmith that actually does sword stuff. It's not that one. That's the forever locked one. There was one elsewhere in Novigrad that I found by chance, and now he does not seem to be on the map anymore. Which kinda sucks shit. Tempted to just run around Novigrad till I find him. Right, let me just... hang on, world map? Yeah. Armor is now gone from the map. I don't know why they do that. Like... why? Why only keep the blacksmiths I basically can't use and block out these armorers and swordsmiths that are far more useful? Gross. I seem to recall that this other swordsmith I found was like, I don't know, near a waterfront? Novigrad's a pretty big city. There's a chance that this is a boondoggle on my end. Big old boondoggle. And there's a barber.
Oh God, the Reapers come for me.
So many people say that.
And remember, never venture into the pits alone. Always take a part.
Where's Eustace? It was him always hauled the corpses.
Right, did. Plenty more to haul now, so we won't sheets.
Ooh.
The time of the cleansing.
Right, I certainly wasn't out of Novigrad. And again, this technically isn't out of Novigrad either. We'll cross the bridge, see what's going on around here. Nah, this is more rural than I'm thinking. I'm going to go back in and scan the edges, and if that doesn't lead to anything productive, I'll just carry on with this ridiculous quest. Good compromise? Good compromise. You sprayed that bucket of shit right in my face. Am I back at Hierarch Square? Is that what I've done to myself? Okay. Let's have a little look around this sort of open area down here. Come! God, all paths lead to Hierarch Square. I can't get away from it.
I'm warning you.
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
The folk in this city.
A lot of people are. Ah, I think I found it. I think I found him. I think this is the one. Gonna pop a celebratory save.
Need something sharp.
All I need.
What?
All I need. Silver sword. Oh yeah, what the hell are they called? Oh, just feline silver sword. That's useful. Alright, let's go. And feline steel sword. Kaloo Kalay, let's put some new clobber on. I'll put these Griffin sets in my stash and wait until I can grandmaster them. So, silver sword, steel sword. Good thing I just upgraded those swords, huh? Yep. Looking suave, although because he's now got his arms exposed, this armor feels like it must be worse from what I just had. And yet the stats are higher. So I just go down the bridge, so down, right, down.
Fat on our misery. He's gutting their pork bellies
It's night time now.
In short, who kisses your ass today will fight it tomorrow.
Kinky.
Oh!
Oh! Let's not play Burn the Witch.
Right, ladies, dig deep, because no spinning time's about to end. All of you on stage now. High time to rehearse.
That's cute. Alright, I will keep you there safe. Now back to the task at hand, which was to go, oh, just down here to the Gate of the Hierarch.
Happiness will come together.
Well, Rotlick, seems you're a considerable psalm in the red. But you shan't make any on account, eh?
Won't have much of a choice before long.
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them. As a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Let me guess, I have to be that horse.
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
Listen, all I really want are the placards. Tell me where you tucked them away and I'll be out of your hair.
Forgive me, I cannot. I hid them with family heirlooms that would work those barbarians lurking outside my home into a slavering froth.
Then go fetch them yourself. I'll wait here.
If I show my face there without coin, they'll beat me to a pulp. I must win back my debt somehow, else I'll never return home.
Let's do this. I'll enter the race. You'll bet on me, win, pay your debts, then give me the placards.
You're that good a rider?
Far from the worst. Go tell the Count you accept his offer.
Good thing I'm kitted out with all the best stuff.
Honestly, I'm not interested.
Ah! Horse races in this game are so high octane and exciting and thrilling! Couldn't imagine anything better than this. Except perhaps anything else. Oh, there's the ending. I have a terrible habit of just stopping right near the end.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
My quest
Let's
log.
just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Alright, Dandaloo. I'll be right back. But first, where the hizzity heck? It's down here. Ooh! And I got 80 crowns out of the deal. Mastercrafted saddle. Is that any better than what I've got now? I'm going to guess no. That's not what I'm after. Nope, nor that. We're going for roach. There we are. Mastercrafted saddle. 35 stamina. Yeah, that's a bit shockingly shit, isn't it? Yep. Ba 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 ba. This place is kicking up.
Start in G major.
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all.
Oh, for God's
But
sake.
I imagine something more, you know, more theatrical. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the Chameleon.
He'd better complain no matter which choice you make.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary in Time wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premier will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
Not without some very painful broken bones, they won't.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Gotta say, Priscilla's
Seems
face
my cabaret dreams
makes
are
me
about to
really
come true.
squeamish, because I swear to
So,
God there is a
perhaps
blue
celebrate?
vein running up from the end of her chin to her lip, and it's like, oh, is your face going to explode in a shower of blood? Is that what's going to happen here?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking,
He's all right.
and she say anything about me?
She did praise your rationality.
She He said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
Indignant drinking.
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time away.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Look who is talking.
Priscilla, she's
dead.
What? Speak, man.
She's badly been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course, let's go.
It's just drama after drama after drama today.
Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently,
it's a shame she couldn't have muttered who did this.
Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
Who could have done this?
That I do not know.
Who could have done this?
I do, however, know she is not the perpetrator's first victim.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this.
The bastard.
And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse.
With Witcher senses.
Yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morningstar, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to
Still, if you're going to try and brag about scars to Geralt, not going to work.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
I take sick people down there and beat them to death.
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemelfart himself.
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Wow, was that you screaming? You put up quite a tough front, like, 5 seconds ago. First of all... Drowners are necrophages, yeah, sorry, I just really, I doubted myself and I was like, are they necrophages or, like, ogroids? But no. My Quen! El Water Hagio! I know what you need. What? That was showing up as an X. This ain't fair. El Bueno.
Stench.
What are you attacking with that dinky little crossbow? You adorable little muppet. Don't bother trying to block monsters, it never works. You're really not selling the I know what I'm doing angle here. El Doctor.
Takes its place.
Yeah, you kill one. You kill one. That's what's going on here.
Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me.
Yeah, she was forced to swallow acid.
Terrible blow that would be to a Trobos. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
His love will heal.
Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastore.
Is this a new one? I don't recognise this, so let's just go. Kovir and Povis are without the doubt the richest realms in the north. Few today remember that this was not always the case, yet their poverty was once literally on everyone's lips in the form of the now antiquated common sayings. As recently as in the days of Hybert the Quarrelsome, one spoke of a particularly impoverished person as being poorer than a mouse from Povis. Called bone broth, Koviri delight, and referred to beggars as Praxedes, after the bay along the shores of which these kingdoms lie. Similarly, few remember that a mere handful of generations ago, Kovir and Provis were still a part of Redania. King Radovid I, known as Radovid the Great, handed dominion over them to his hated brother Troidan, with one stipulation, that he never leave his newly acquired Demesne and not interfere in matters of state. Handing over this rocky scrap of far northern ground, where, the saying went, the year had 2 seasons, August and winter, was naturally meant as a cruel joke, a slap in the face for the over-ambitious Troyden. Yet time soon proved that Radovid the Great had made a grave error. Before long it was discovered that Kovir's bare rocks hid priceless treasure in the form of enormous deposits of precious metals and rock salt. This discovery in turn led to tremendous growth in productive industry. Mills, forges and workshops sprouted up like mushrooms after a hearty rain. Radovid III decided to correct his famous forebear's mistake and take back the northern frontiers of his kingdom. He was convinced the combined armies of Redania and its then ally Kedwin would quickly bring this ever more audacious vassal in line. History took a different turn, however, and Kovir won a resounding, crushing victory. Radovid III was forced to sign the First Treaty of Lan Exeter, granting Kovir independence while binding it to eternal neutrality, a promise Troyden's successors have kept with great diligence. Until recently, Kovir was ruled by Estered Thyssen, a king as wise as he was greedy, yet his untimely demise did not stop his lands from continuing to develop and blossom. Koviri metallurgists proudly compete with the best Mahakam can offer, and many believe the University of Lan Exeter long ago surpassed the famous Oxenfurt Academy as the leading seat of higher learning in the north. And so it has come to pass that over the course of a few generations, the inhabitants of Kovir and Povis have turned from paupers to princes, from beggars into bankers. Oh, this is the script that I could have read.
Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Hey, bud. What we doing? What's the plan? Also, why am I still on Destination Skellige? It could not be more obvious that I am currently doing Carnal Sims. Horse Whistler, done that.
Looks like necrophage has got to this one. Human. Wrong body type.
Puzzle North Oxenfurt. I've read that. Do it yourself. Read that. Just tripped over. That was cool. Trail of the Elder Races. Have read that.
That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
Let's keep looking. A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely. Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Head, torso, hands and legs, genitals. Head, torso, hands and legs, genitals.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Leading question.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Well, I hoped this dwarf's death would have been quick, but the surgeon assures me that his suffering was unending and terrible.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
You're very good at what you do. Very perceptive.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
The surprise inside. This guy's a Kinder Egg. I wasn't even wrong.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Or he just didn't attend every single lecture.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in a workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
Random cricket sound!
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
This is just L.A. Noire now.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
We're assholes.
And a different sense of humor.
Alright, we knew it was time. We knew it was coming. It's time for the balls.
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Don't get sarky with me. I am a witcher. Oh, so I have to guess. Alright. It's a ritual murderer. This was punishment. No motive. Murderer is mad. I'd rather not shake my conclusion. Now, what could be punishment for? Not the syphilis. That's a bit weird. I'm going to call this ritual.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets. Cavity where the heart should be. Scalding liquid. All centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the Market Square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebyritz was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Bet he did it. No reason for that, I just bet he did it.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later,
Well, then it's obviously
Hierarch
him.
Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
I decide when we're done with the subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist. The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them. Hubert, however, denounced me to the authorities. I landed in prison. There you have it. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Alright. Let's suss this one out. Hopefully sooner than later, because Priscilla needs justice!
I was a war veteran. Spare me the crown. So, how'd it go with this thing? I was nothing about minding my own business when suddenly I hit on
I simply do not care about your nonsense.
Will you
Hey, handsome.
I think I remember you.
Grab him!
Something going wrong?
Fucking come on! You're carrion!
I don't want to kill people. Like, I thought I could talk to her, that's all. That's all I'm after. I want no part of this. I thought I could talk to her because I thought I recognised her name from The Witcher 2. That's all there is to it. Am I going to have to... I don't understand why this is happening. I'd rather just... There's no reason for this. Could you just stop? I'm all up for stopping. Like I can block 2 of them at once. This doesn't need to happen, any of it. Right, can we stop now? Can the other poor townsman just not? Sorry, poor townsman. This is what fate has decided.
Cloudy curses. Son of a whore.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Oh, is this
Calm
actually
down,
supposed to
I'm not gonna
happen?
hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
We're just gonna gloss over those 3 people I set on fire?
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Us, so the others are still alive?
Oh, my head's ringing.
They are. Good.
Got a problem?
Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even shape-shifting Dopplers can hide from its light, not even witches and sorceresses, so adept at fooling the common folk, not the loose women who walk the street and fog men's mind with their charms. Abandon then the treacherous and immoral magic arcane, cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose for you all monsters and sinners, or else burn you too in its flames. Concerned citizen. This religion is a drag. I don't like it.
This time of year?
I'm being too loot distracted.
A brazier. This time of year? Human. Priscilla's?
Can't. Let
brazier.
me. No, not the brazier!
Man's brazier. This time of year, maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. A brazier. This time of year? Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way. Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
Well, yeah, you're not that good at jumping. See? See? Ciri could jump that wall, though. Maybe she's the killer.
Awful pale. Oh, you're scared.
Mate, I just kicked the shit out of you. I think I set you on fire for a time as well.
No. Oh, fuck, I'm right.
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
I've done this a little bit wrong.
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
Anyone home?
Begun, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer. Looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft. Even I'm scared of them. A better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Scared of him, don't be so mean to them.
Bugger who did Fabian in. As soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I ran to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
It was like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. You see the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. The Novigrad folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. Do they care about some dwarf?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her, this dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Charming fella. Same sermon? Yeah.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Such a Frollo situation going on here.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Murderer dragged something heavy, dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Dog, you're getting in the way of my loot! You upset me, Dogrel. You really do. Right, so... Ooh, Emerald Dust, that was a nice find.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
It's IVM.
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked. More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somehow got rid of the blood. Doubt Fabian used stains behind. Nothing here.
Well, I missed what was going on there. Anyway, Terra, I'm off to go see someone else now.
So, how you go with it? Sick. I'm sick of it.
It's pretty clear that the that Nathaniel guy did this. Or literally any member of the Eternal Fire. Or just any citizen.
Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Well, what a problem.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no heart, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
Looking forward to the day you're collected, Eustace.
You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing as silly as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Ah, thank you, game.
Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
What do you think?
For everything.
I will not be following that guy on Twitch, will not be subscribing to his YouTube channel, and will not be checking out his Instagram.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Von Gratz told me all about you.
Ah. Doubtless you've heard how I had the noble leader of the student protesters thrown in prison. But did you hear the protests were far from peaceful, or did he neglect to mention it? People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
How old's Von Gratz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
I'm not so sure that's true.
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas.
Lol, Eurocorpses has looted everybody available. Hey!
Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made
hey!
of rocks.
Any titles in particular?
I'm the protagonist.
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire.
I can take what I want because ultimately I'm going to save the world.
Mortal sin in Novigrad.
And I rob from the living as well, so you can't say I'm not consistent.
Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was
capricious sounds too playful a word for what it is.
Back with it, to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
I've been to her estate like 10 million times. Oh, letter found. Patricia Vegelbud. Concerned citizen. Yay! Alright. So...
Till next time, Master.
Till the next person dies, we'll see ya. Alright. Just sort of go left and down to Hierarch Square, make it to the Vegelbud residence, and save the world. See? They can shout what they want, but I can't hear them because I'm sprinting past them. Blah. Go, 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 go. There's regular gear, and then there's gear that can only be crafted by a true master. In other words, unless it's true master stuff, it's kind of irrelevant and you shouldn't really care about it. Thus, cheapening and ruining the fun of all the other gear in the game. Why is it suddenly so hard to get in here?
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, we'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Haha, now I'm gonna murder everyone here. Hey, Vigilbude.
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now. I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
There are more ways to be in danger than being ill.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our guards.
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
I'm always serious.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith.
Oh god, she's the killer.
We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
She killed everyone else and then herself. That's what's happening. Calling it now. She somehow took out her own heart, her own eyes, put coals in there. Taking that mug.
Hear that?
Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order, because she's already dead.
Just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Can't we just call through the fucking door? Go on, scream. Scream.
He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Alright, so maybe it's not her. Maybe it's someone else. Come on, dogs. You don't want to get involved in this.
Murderer's still here! There he is! Get him!
For God's sake, I'm not the murderer, you dinglebutt. Oh, for God's sake. You fuck off, mates. You've made a terrible, terrible error. This is bullshit. Alright. Inventory. Hangman's Venom. Let's get some good old bombs. We're on different buses, you and I. But we're both using petrol. Bombs.
Halt! Before I put a bolt between your eyes!
It's literally not me.
The wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire, only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body, a note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Well, you know, if you didn't stall me so goddamn much, maybe she wouldn't have even been the last one. Maybe the one before her would have been.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is.
I'm not reading that name
Sweet
out.
Nettie, Crippled Kate's.
But thanks for the follow.
Growing bolder. Not just the name, but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Remember, good people, that the fire devours everything in its path, sparing no one and stopping for nothing. The fire burns all sinners alike, be they paupers or princes, men or non-humans, weak or powerful. Whoever breaks its commandments, whoever does not heed the church's counsel, whoever worships false gods... Just change your name. That's a bad name. Whoever does not heed the church's counsel, whoever worships false gods, the same shall be turned to ash in its flame. Live then in the truth of eternal fire, listen to its holy men, for they are your shepherd. Alright. BRB. Where's the nearest thingy bob? Just to my left there. A lot of back and forth in this one. Luckily, I've got fast travel, which means I should be able to beat the murderer.
Where you going?
Let's play Burn the Witch.
I've been here many... Oh, no, I haven't. I've been there many times. I think I've been here. Or is... It's the same place? I don't know. It's too confusing. Let's find out. Yep.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
She's going to get murdered. I better save it before this murder kicks off. Go, 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 go. Goes in what? Oh my god, where is this? It's the most confusing layout. There we are. God, this guy works quick.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again, you disturbed me.
Oh,
And
I was
so
right the
disturbed
first time
being
then. It's
disturbed.
Nathanius.
I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
Pretty much always right the first time.
Try it, you bastard. What? Lost your nerve?
Sorry I had to do that right in front of you. That's probably quite traumatizing, but, you know, saved your life and all that. Talk to Dandelion. Can I not, like, talk to this person first? Can't believe you can just leave the room after this. That's cold.
If not for you. He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh God, it gave me the shivers. And then he hit me so hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to, and he was hitting the poker in the fire.
Calm down. He won't hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
I mean, I know you're traumatized, but at least you're not as bad as him. He's in pieces. Off we go then. How do I... What is this place? There we go.
Jolly.
Alright, so... Turned out the killer was the really obvious guy after all. Let's go see how Priscilla's doing. But also, Kavest. Kavest. Oh, fuck! Whoa! What happened here? I just got a key. He punched me. Then when I came back, he was dead. Oh, another quest over here? I'm too confused. Oh, is he back? What sick, endless nightmare is going on here? Let me just move out of frame, come back. Is the quest gonna be back? No, just two random identical dead guys. I don't understand that quest. It was a bit too avant-garde for me. Wow. Never liked that Nathaniel fellow. He was always strange. Never trusted him. Word travels fast. I literally just bisected that guy.
Looks like rain.
God, Geralt, your powers of perception are really top-notch. Is this the power of Witcher senses?
No loitering round here.
Oh, for God's sake! He's been dead for a long time. Let it go.
Even the rain smells like piss in this bush.
Double sized.
Well, open with a library. Why don't you all twin worm?
Hear us out.
Do you want spoilers? I googled the murder quest a few minutes ago. Well, I know that Nathaniel's the guy what done it, and I've swiped him in half. Is there going to be any like major revelations after this fact? If so, go for it. I'm just about to talk to Dandelion about Priscilla's condition. Perhaps she's turned into a dragon or something. Has she turned into a dragon?
How's...
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see.
No, he isn't.
Treat her better than the Dryads of Brokilon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Alright, come on, give me the
Isn't it?
juice.
Professor Von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a
I
troll's.
mean, it looks pretty damning.
Not the most flattering comparison.
Oh,
but
he's just a violent
encouraging.
pervert.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
She might even sing again someday.
Have I fucked it up
For
by
now, we'll
doing
try
this,
performing
or do I have like another
She'll play the lute. I'll
thing that I can do to catch the serial
Dandelion
killer?
and Calamita.
Like,
Got a nice ring to it, doesn't
help me.
Sounds great.
Help me before more
Good luck,
die.
Dandelion. On stage and off.
Quest updated. Don't say it's completed. Go on then, I'm going to check the quest log, and it's going to say, unfortunately, he was not the killer, and because Geralt left the job undone, every single person in the northern coast was murdered. That's what's going to happen. Alright, completed. Wow, does it... These are in no good order, which is just so helpful. Carnal sins. All right. The actual murderer is the youthful coroner. I also suspected him. I basically suspected everyone, which makes me saying that a bit moot. But yeah, I thought it was him at some point. I just didn't voice it. So I'm assuming that I fucked up then, because you fucked it up. As you didn't source the purpose for killing him, you don't find out. Well, sorry. It is commonly said that magic is neither good nor evil, that it transcends the moral criteria of men, that it depends on the mage whether it will be used for worthy goals or for shameful and immoral deeds. There is, however, one key exception to this principle: necromancy. Proponents of this branch of magic once supposed that one can also do good by reviving corpses. Dead men can, after all, hide secrets which may save the living. It is better to send an army of reanimated corpses into battle than to squander the life of those in whose veins hot blood still flows. Moreover, a revived soldier may be reused many times until such members are chopped off as to make his flesh unusable. Though it is hard to refute the logic of these arguments, the practice of necromancy is still forbidden. This is not at all based on the rabble superstitions about the living dead, nor the resistance of the powerful, afraid those they have murdered could be forced to confess against them, nor the moral scruples of the older members of the Conclave, who were in fact laughed down as reactionaries when it was discussed. The fate of necromancy was sealed by the observation of Hen Gedemdith, which was later confirmed by manifold experiences, proving the revived dead are always unpredictable, and reviving them always involves entirely negative side effects. In other words, no matter how noble the mage's motives might be, necromancy will always lead to evil. It seems that in this way the gods let us know that we should not transgress the laws they have given us, and even the Conclave must respect the will of the gods. To use your phrase, I wouldn't have said that you fucked it up personally. The coroner is a secret vampire, but also somehow a follower of the Eternal Fire, which is a weird combo. Yeah. To be fair, maybe I did fuck it up personally, because Geralt had the option of saying, you look quite young. And as soon as Geralt puts out any kind of suspicion, I should take that as the red flag that it is. Alright, all the character things are updating, so no doubt I'm about to learn. Let's have a look, see if it spells it all out right now. When it turned out that he'd been behind the murders from the very start, Geralt could only curse his short-sightedness and stupidity. It was too late to repair his earlier mistakes. The crazed fanatic escaped justice and left to continue his sick moral crusade elsewhere.
I've had enough of living. Fucking A-holes. Hey, you! Yes, you! You got water!
I guess I can only curse my short-sightedness and stupidity for being so shit. What kind of an idiot kills a guy who's in the process of torturing a woman to death? Why would you assume that's the murderer? Why would you assume that someone murdering someone is a murderer? That's just... ugh. Fool. Short-sighted fool. That's what you are, Geralt. And me. Oh well. Oh, brutal. Is that the game or me? I'm assuming the game, because this game is brutal. This game is actually a bit of a dick. I miss Skyrim, where basically just murdering everyone you met was always the correct answer. Okay, well, the game thinks you fucked up. Yep, the game thinks I fucked up. And who am I to argue with the game? Right, so I don't really have much left to do here. It could well be Skellige and random map exploring time. Oh, you could still kill that guy. How? You could talk to him and then kill... Okay, well... Best of both worlds. Well, you know, when the time comes for you to play this game, you learn from my mistakes and you make the perfect world. Make the perfect world that I could not make. For I am but a man. A flawed, pathetic man. With fantastically moisturized skin. But not much else. All I can boast about is my skin and my spouse. I have nothing else in which I can take pride. Least of all, my crime-solving, justice-delivering skills. So, I'm gonna go gather up these, quests. These notice board quests. How do I get out of this terrible, terrible world? You know what, I'm just gonna go to the southern gate. It looks like it's actually easier.
I'm thinking that not apparent to you. This one's still breathing.
Oh, it is. Let it. Some still breathe as I toss him in the fire.
Your problem here is just everything. You don't have a shiny, shiny guide. Yeah, I mean... Do you know what it is? Normally, I would have no problem at all just having a wiki open on my second monitor, or indeed a shiny, shiny guide with a smooth paper. I'm sure that there is one. I'm sure that one got printed. But yeah, normally I'd have no problem following that because I don't care about story spoilers. I don't consider myself someone who can be spoiled by a story. If I'm about to read a book or watch a film or whatever, as soon as I'm about to begin that process, you can tell me exactly what's going to happen, and so long as the thing in question is good, I'm still going to enjoy it. I do not care about spoilers. Spoilers do not spoil things for me. So were I playing on my own, I'd totally do that, but I just thought, you know, for the integrity of the stream, people should get my reactions on things, my genuine reactions, and not the hammed up fake YouTuber reactions, you know? So, I'm living in this imperfect world just to try and come across as more genuine, and maybe that's a mistake. Maybe it's not worth. But this is the life I've chosen, and I'm just going to have to stick with it for now. At the very least, this game has a New Game Plus, so I could just make my perfect world the next time. Appeal to Sir Geralt of Rivia, the bridge his crest. Geralt of Rivia, at the behest of our merciful sovereign, her illustrious grace Anna Henrietta, we have journeyed to the northern realms to lay before you our mission. A terrible monster has appeared in the Duchy of Toussaint, a beast that has committed heinous crimes against her grace's subjects. Only the most famous among witches has the ability to destroy the beast, thus we humbly beseech you to appear in the village of Holloway, where we shall await you in full hope that you will deign to hear our woes and liberate our land from the clutches of fear. Your humble servant, Sirs Palmerin de Lunefal and Milton de Pragerberger, knights of the Frozen Throne, in service of her grace and the duchy. Envoys, Wine Boys. Bit of a high-level quest, I think. Ooh. Huh. Okay. So that wasn't a proper quest, that was the beginning of the expansion. I understand, I get it. I fucking love guides. I know you do, sweetheart. You still haven't even opened a lot of the Pokemon guides I got you there. They're still in their foil. What's going on there? I demand a Pokemon summer. I think once you're enjoying your glorious summer, be it at Cornwall or here, we are cracking open our DSs and we are becoming Pokemon pals. I'll accept nothing but yes for an answer.
We've not got no need for your help.
Have no fear, good man. Our labors shall be done quickly. The prowlers to be banished for good.
Milton, look.
Get out!
In the flesh.
Hail, Witcher. Let us go inside and greet you as befits an old friend.
And you, fear not. We shall put an end to the rule of outlaws, soon.
Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Palmerin? I told you. The Griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin and Palmerin de Launfal. Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison had left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Palmerin wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they will be deaf to this.
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Have I accidentally started this expansion? What's going on here?
For the rogues to arrive.
I need to check.
They's a coming!
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Everything that's going on here feels far too grandiose.
Hark! Contemptible curs!
He mean us?
I, Palmerin de Launfal, call upon you to repent. Search your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular Punch and Judy here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity-like?
Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other farts.
Seems to me they're unmoved.
You tried, my friend. We've talked enough. I challenge you all to combat. By my honor.
Yeah, I think I've started this expansion. Fuck's sake.
Declare, by the crane, defend yourselves, harlots brutes.
I thought this was another... What's the time on these? Sorry about that. I thought that was just another clipboard, notice board, but no, that was an actual fuck-off quest that I'm like 15 levels too low for, so we shan't be doing that. Perhaps even, yeah, about 10 levels too low for. Sorry, that was a big misunderstanding on my part. Let me just collect some more back on so I'm never confused again. Well, at least we know how that expansion starts now, though. Hey? Can skip that later. Probably just watch it again, because no doubt it'll be like 200 hours by the time I see it next. Oh. Roach!
Run, Roach. Take it easy.
Right, let me just... Run! Take it easy! Speed up! Go! Stop! Alright, so the way we go... Sorry. Just up and then follow the road up. Nice. I'll be streaming for that much longer, by the way, so don't feel you've got to stress yourself by staying up super late. And I'm probably going to do like a big, unless we get some juicy quests from these signs, I'm just going to start doing a big map sweep of Velen on my own time before we head off to Skellige.
What's the problem?
Oh, nothing. On your way now, good man.
Shut it, Gotthard. He could help. Little Red's band means to attack the village. Want revenge on Bertram. We haven't much, but we're willing to pay if you defend us.
Who's Little Red?
Word is she fornicates with wolves and can tear a man apart with her bare mitts. A she-beast in human husk. Though some call her a great beauty.
She leads a pack of deserters. True dregs, from different armies. The kind what knows killing and plundering well.
Why does this band want revenge on you of all people?
Because I ratted on them to the witch hunters.
Witch hunters care about bandits? Since when?
Little Red's band. They was terrorizing our village. We had none to defend us. Finally, Bertram went by the hunters, asked them. So the hunters went after him. We had a spell of peace, but now Little Red's learnt of it all. Wants to kill Bertram. He's done for if you don't help.
Fine. I'll handle the bandits. Go to your homes, bar the doors.
Beware of them, Witcher. They're the dangerous type, truly.
Wait until dusk for Little Red's band to attack. Ah, I'm easily within level requirement for this. Might as well gather these quests as long as I cannot meditate. Contract the Epherian Phantom. Didn't mean to track it. I wanted to actually read the contract. I'll have to go all the way to my inventory to do that. The Beast of Honor turn, that's not the one. Can you not just put these in order? I'm going to assume that maybe... Need to clean up my books again. Where's this contract for the Phantom? Oh, God's sake! The reason I didn't read it on the board is because I was given to understand that relevant things would be in my inventory. Or that they just pop up on the side, R to read. That's normally the way it works. I've read plenty of things from the notice board that way. But no. No. You're just gonna show me nothing. Let's make sure it's not one of these. Don't think it's gonna be. Well, whatever. Oh, I'll check my Miraculous Guide to Gwent. Still got 14 cards to get from Velen. Right then.
You like running around, sorts your bloomers.
Scenario quests. Little Red. Meditate. Till 8. 8 till late. Eight o'clock is dusk. Like, 8 o'clock is beyond dusk.
Oh, Witcher, did the villagers hire you?
Whatever you're planning, plans gotta change. I can't, won't let you hurt these people.
I'm not here to hurt anyone except that scoundrel Bertram. Came to me unbeckoned a half-year back. Said he'd betray who's worth looting for a share in the takings, of course. But sometime on, the bugger grew greedy. He wanted more. I refused. That's when he set the witch hunters on us. Lost half me men because of him. Now step aside, Witcher. This ain't your affair. We want Bertram, no one else. Give my word.
Go for it, then.
I won't get in your way. Do what you gotta.
Right decision, Witcher. See? Quick and painless. That's for you. For understanding. Let's go, gents!
I let the elves murder that one guy in the back alley, so it'd just be rude and inconsistent of me not to let her murder that guy in his house. Let's have a look at the quest log. It's like, unfortunately, Geralt was duped, and now everyone's doomed. Little red, little red, little red. Yeah. So far, the quest agrees with me, unless some ironic character information is about to pop up in the books. Alright, so... new quest then will be that contract for the Epherian Phantom.
Welcome to Honeyfield. Holofernes Myersdorf at your service. Meet my sons, Bernie, Franklin, and Hugo.
Any relation to Rico Meyersdorf?
Yes. My youngest son. Sadly, he fled the family business. Went to seek fortune in the big city. Why do you ask? Do you know him?
Well, yeah, we've met. But that's not why I'm here. Came about the notice you posted.
It's the Apiarian Phantom. It's ravaging my hives.
That could be me, to be fair.
As far as my reward's concerned.
Start at 300, see how we get on.
Honeyfell's not been generating the revenues of old since the Phantom appeared. Would you be willing to reduce your price?
290, and that's as far as I'll go.
Oh, as you wish. Fail to rid us of the Phantom and we'll go belly up anyway. I shall look upon your fee as an investment.
As well you should.
Deal.
It is. It is.
You do realize this Apiarian Phantom? Well, there is no such thing. It's a monster, gotta be. A wraith, maybe. Any of your workers see anything?
I did. I was cleaning a hive when I heard a farmhand cry out. Screamed as though he'd been stung by a whole swarm all at once. I ran to him, but he was dead.
Any stings on him?
None. He looked like he had frostbite. Blue lips, frost in his hair, and dead bees lay all around him.
Farmhand who died. What did you do with the body? Wouldn't mind a look.
Too late for that. We buried the poor fellow a few days back.
Where'd the Phantom appear? Can any of you show me?
I'll go. Come with me. This way. Follow me.
Where'd you get the idea it was an Apiarian Phantom?
It's a beekeeping superstition. You mismanage the bees' offerings, the Phantom appears. He destroys the hives and kills the bees, so that no one can use these noble creatures for ignoble purpose.
Sicked your bees on the competition, eh?
No. Father recently signed a contract with the Redanians.
So the Phantom's from Nilfgaard.
That is an adorable little run animation. Look at him go! That's delightful.
This is the place. Here's where the Phantom killed the farmhand.
Maybe it left some tracks. Covered in frost. Cold must have killed the bees.
Noticing big claw feet.
The Apiarian Phantom's got large feet, and it's pretty damn heavy. Tracks disappear in the water. Doubt anything's hiding in this puddle they call a lake. Need to check the other side, see if the trail goes on. Show me a pond, and I'll show you the drowners. But they didn't destroy the hives.
Kevin! Oils. Well, oil be fucked. These are some big ones as well. Come on. Yeah, you burn in the background like a good little boy. Love it. Oils, potions, and a bomb. That's what I call a complete combat experience. Well, oils, potions, signs, and a bomb. Anyway, are the tracks back yet? Yes, they are. Where are they? There we go. Eh, oh, eh.
Can't squeeze through here. Gotta find another way in.
It is impossible. Pop a save just in case the monsters are right here.
It's locked.
I got the key right here. The father began building this house for Bernie, but ran out of coin. It's been standing half finished since.
Wonderful hiding place for whatever destroyed your hives. I'm going in. You go home and bar your door. Who knows what might come out of there.
Timing. Alright. Ah, I've got all the points, which means I can start looking at something new. It's new talent time, people. What should I commit to now? Let's have a look. Endure pain, increasing maximum vitality. Meh. When consumed, mutagen decoction increases maximum vitality. Meh. I mean, that's going to give me a lot of health with the decoctions on, which last a long time. But I don't know if health is my problem right now. I want to prioritize things that cause me to do damage and shit. All bombs now deal 30% damage in addition to normal effects. Could be good. But I don't use that many bombs. Adds 5% protection against attacks and the monster type of oil attactives. Could be useful because I do use oil all the time. Each potion dose imbibed heals health. That's not actually that good. So let's not discount any of the tier 1s as well. I can still take these. See, I am tempted by heightened tolerance. I might get that at some point. I just don't know how useful Frenzy is. I don't have that much trouble with being counter-attacked. Increases out of range, damage out by Igni, also permanently weak as armor. Could actually be kind of useful. Alright. Is there any tier 2 sword stuff I'd like? Do kind of like precise blows, I do. I'll probably go for precise and crushing on this tier at some point to get to the next levels. But first, so I've got 6 here, and I'm going to need 18 here. So there's 12 more I can spend my money on. My levels on before I can get to this stuff anyway. That's a fucking lot, actually. Like, okay, so this accounts for only 6. So there really is... Yeah, I need 12 more points, and they all stack to 3? So that's... Oh, well, this has 5 things. Okay. More or less, though, a lot of stuff. Do not care about Firestream. But let's keep looking at the potion stuff for now. Sorry, I know this is taking ages. I just really want to consider all of my options. So here, for example, I need 20, which means I need 12 more points here. So I don't need to like worry that much about, you know, redundancy. So let's try and plan out these 12 points right now. Heightened tolerance would account for 5 of those. Protective coating could account for 10 of those. And Frenzy for 13, maybe. Because again, Pyrotechnics sounds cool, but you just don't throw that many bombs, so it doesn't seem like it counts for that much overall. Endure Pain, like, I'm not too bothered about my vitality. Because my point is I shouldn't be taking damage, I should be doing damage. And I know that protective coating kind of is going against what I'm saying here, but it's basically the only option I've got. Other than the pyrotechnics, which I don't think is that worth. So yeah, I'm going to go for Frenzy, then protective coating. No. Not bothered about refreshment. So it might in fact be... It might in fact be protective coating, pyrotechnics, Frenzy? And tissue transformation will also give me a huge health boost if I get in the habit of using decoctions. Either way, I'll start with Frenzy. Kind of figuring out how these mutagens work as well. It looks like colour coordination is good for increasing their effects. So the only green ones I've got are just vitality. So now what's going on here? Or is colour coordination, does that have nothing to do with it? Let me check. It seems to. Well, whatever. Whatever, Trevor. God, that was a lot of time spent pissing around there, wasn't it? I'm so sorry. I'm just, you know. Again, if I had a glossy guide, as you point out, I'd know exactly what skills to pick.
Apiarian Phantom Maya. It's a hound of the Wild Hunt. How the hell did it end up here?
Interesting. Filter, Tawny, and Thunderbolt. Now, what are the Hounds of the Wild Hunt weak against? You don't like Demetrium, you don't like Elementia, you don't like Igni or Axii. So... Ah, there we go, I've got some enhanced of that. And my Dimitri... What's this? What's this do? Blocks magic. That could indeed be handy. So you don't like that, and you don't like Igni, so I'm also going to assume you don't like fire bombs. Why can't I Quen? Does it just block everyone's magic? Because that's not helpful, actually. I really don't like Dimitri bombs if that's the case. Alright then, I'm just going to have to get good at video games. At least this Dimitri bomb seems to be doing, like, massive damage to it. Yeah, that was easy. Okay. That was, in fact... I think you've got to turn one of your abilities back on. I will look into that after this delicious knifing scene. Charming. Okay, character. So, those two abilities are accounted for. Oh, mate, thank you very much for pointing that out. Thank you. You're an absolute star, and this is just one of the reasons I love you. What does that trophy do? That's the roach section, isn't it? Oh, you automatically equip trophies, I forgot. 5% chance to find additional herbs. Okay. To be honest, I'd rather just keep the experience gain. Like, more experience equals more skills, right? Yay, love hearts. Good news!
Your Apiarian Phantom was a hound of the Wild Hunt.
Eternal fire! Hounds run with the Wild Hunt as well.
About 2 weeks back, I woke suddenly in the night, saw the hunt streaking across the sky.
Hound must have gotten separated then. Couldn't go back, so it hid in the empty house. It's hardly compensation for your losses, but at least the hound won't destroy any more hives.
Thank you, Witcher. It's true. Nothing like hiring a specialist. Enough for today, boys. Let's go.
Right. Give me a quest. Alright, level 18. I don't think I opened up anything new. Oh, Novigrad, Griffin School gear upgrade. Oh, there'll always be things to do. I'm sorry, I'm just never going to go to Skellige. Oh, El Cannibalito. Oh, no loot. Let's keep those Witcher senses active. Ah, students.
Might want to look around some.
Poorly drawn wolf Witcher symbol, is that? Hey! Oh, was that it? Was that this entire section done? Gonna head to bed, have fun. Alright, well if you're off to bed, then I'll basically end my stream as well, because we're just getting down to the dregs of stuff now. Before you go, unless if you're not already gone, vote. Do you want to see me do this treasure hunt stuff on stream, or should I just get on with it? Like on my own time, because there's not much to it, narratively. Anyway, ta-ra!